we understand that to sin within our thoughts is less of a crime than to sin with action. If in our thoughts we think of stealing from somebody or hurting someone, certainly this is far less than actually stealing from somebody or actually physically hurting someone. That's a very simple concept. However, when it comes to bringing sacrifices to the temple as an atonement for our misdeeds, for our mistakes, so we find the opposite. If a person has sinned with his thought, he brings a sacrifice that is burnt on the altar, and it's fully burnt, it's 100% burnt to the heavens. The whole animal is burnt to the heavens. This is what we call the oila, the burnt offering. On the other hand, if a person sins physically, he sins with his body, so he brings a sacrifice which only partially burnt. The rest of the animal is eaten. The rest of the animal is eaten by people. It's eaten. This is what we call the chatas. So therefore it seems to be there's a much lesser atonement required for sins we do with our physicality than the sins we do with our thoughts. And the question is why? Says the Nesivos HaChaim that when it comes to thoughts, we're able to think perfect thoughts. We're able to reach perfection in our thoughts. With actions, with physical actions, so the body is limited. The body has limitations. The body is like, it's an animal body, basically. And it has animal urges. We have lusts. We have indulgences, things we love to indulge in. We have weaknesses. The body is weak. The body is drawn to all sorts of self pleasure, lusting. This is the body. The body we have is limited. The body is limited and it has weaknesses. However, in terms of thoughts, when you think of something, you can think of perfection. You can think of a perfect world. Perfect world. You can think of living the absolutely perfect life, being the perfect person, and doing wonderful things, doing the very best that you can do. You can imagine in your imaginations. You can do wonderful acts of kindness, helping other people, and coming closer, understanding the wisdom of the Torah. You can imagine yourself going to classes and absorbing wonderful wisdom into yourself. All of this you can imagine in your head. You can aim for. You can picture it in your head, and coming close to the Creator. All of these aspirations, we can aspire to the very, very highest of heights. And according to our aspirations, that's where we're led. A person has a lofty dream, so then he follows his dream. His dream is a source of inspiration, and he follows that dream. That dream itself is a key to his own personal greatness. This is the potential we have in thoughts. This then is the explanation. When we sin with our thoughts, we miss a very great opportunity. And to correct this, if we're going to bring an atonement for missed thoughts, for wrongful thoughts, for evil thoughts, we understand then that this should be the greater atonement. We have marvelous opportunities to use our minds to construct the most beautiful, perfect world. Let's use our minds in this way.